Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down.
Here we go.
They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hall to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
The give to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Hall will throw it. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is why this defense is #1 in the nation against the pass. They've got a lot of guys that are going to play on Sundays in the NFL. And you just saw the speed on the back end, tracking that thing down to get the interception on the opening drive of the game.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Open runway ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Oh, he left him grabbing. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Buying some time. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 6 over USC. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Picks up 9. 3rd down.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Hall to go up top. Feeling some heat. The running back made the catch, but that was only part of the equation. He was out of bounds. It's incomplete. 3rd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you have to be so precise and accurate when you're throwing to running backs, right? They're not used to making acrobatic, awkward body catches. That time, nice job reeling it in. Just couldn't keep his feet down in bounds.
Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Leaves it with the back. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. The 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll try to power it in. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A lot of urgency for this offense. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Hall will throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just run on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Got his man downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on first down. Got a man. It's Young. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up for a second down play.
Called by the offense.
He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Up-tempo for the offense.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hall to go up top. Using the quick game. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Complete downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Firing deep. Got it. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking for a crease, it's Hardy. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the mark. Get it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking for room, it's Hardy. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
It's a draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Hall will throw it. Got it! The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. They're trailing by 12 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Man, this quarterback is looking dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground. All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quick handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they've had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Smashes through. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Let's go. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Hall to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Another incompletion on third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. A first down for the offense. Here we go. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Hall will throw it. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Coming after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off.
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 22 to USC. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Hall to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit behind note. A little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. Got a little space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Back to the air one more time. With the catch, it's Eaton.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped.
Down at the 12. And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Mark down at the 41-yard line.
When you